Okay, mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K Collector. So I did a recent video going over my top 60 2D side-scrolling games. Shout out to the commenter that mentioned Hunt Down. I really forgot to add Hunt Down to that collection, but Hunt Down is definitely in there. So I guess you could call that the top 61 2D side-scrolling games. But I'm back to go over my top 20 3D open world and hack and slash action games, right? So I've got a whole list here that I'm going to run through with you real quick. If you're thinking about some kind of 3D action on the Switch, these will definitely give you a good run for your money. And we're going to start off with Damon X Machina. This one is like a game, and what am I saying, GameCube. Sorry, this is a Switch original. I feel like this game has been out for the Switch for the longest. This is one of the first games that I got. I never opened this game, and unlike most games that I don't open, I didn't download this one either. So I haven't had to play this one yet, but from what I understand, it's basically like a 3D mech game. So definitely interested in checking this out. I know these games in the past that have given me a little motion sickness, but I'll definitely check this one out. But Damon X Machina, that is one available for you on the Switch. We got another one. This one is, I've also had this one for a while. Onaki. This is a 3D hack and slash style game. So if you're into that, Onaki is definitely a pretty one for that. Pretty open world style game. Here's one. This one kind of flew under the radar. Crystar. Now, this was available, I think, for a little while in Best Buy and for a short period of time in GameStop. But then this game sold out of GameStop pretty quick, and then the price started to jump up, I feel like, online. Now, I don't know if it's still inflated or if it's come back down, but this is a pretty cool, like, open world kind of hack and slash style game. So definitely check this one out. Crystar. That's a pretty cool one. Here's one that'll get your blood boiling and your heart racing and your thumbs aching. This is Fury on the Nintendo Switch. This is a really cool, the art style on this is really cool. It is a 3D game, but this is more of a 3D boss rush hack and slash bullet hell style game. So all that good action all rolled in one, but this is one that'll definitely, you'll die a lot in this game, but definitely recommend this one. Fury on the Nintendo Switch. It wouldn't be 3D if we didn't include Super Mario 3D All-Stars. How could I have a top 3D list without including Super Mario 3D All-Stars? Of course, this is the collection of some of our favorite 3D Mario games, including Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. This was released as a limited edition, and as of today, you cannot get this anywhere in the stores. So it looks like it's eBay from here on out on that one. All right, next up, more recent release, Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Now, of course, beautiful. We already know when it comes to Nintendo, they're going to put a lot of energy and effort into the open world experience in these Zelda games. And Tears of the Kingdom is no exception. This is a beautiful 3D open world exploration game, Zelda themed, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who's into that genre. And speaking of Zelda, let's take it back to where it all started. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A fan favorite for many, many people love this game. Ironically enough, I still haven't played it. I remember last year saying, you know, I'm going to save this game because I remember it being described as a true treat. Like, I had friends tell me, like, oh, I envy you because I wish I could experience it for the first time all over again. So I have not played Zelda Breath of the Wild yet. It may be a treat that I might treat myself to early in the new year. Maybe if I get some time over the holiday, sink my teeth into this one. But yeah, Breath of the Wild is definitely one you'll want to check out. Critically acclaimed for sure. Might as well, since we're sticking with Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. This game plays more like a, what is it, Dynasty Warriors? This is like the Dynasty Warriors of Zelda. A lot of hacking and slashing where you're kind of hacking and slashing through hordes of enemies. You get a different number of attacks between hack and slash, melee, you know, projectile attacks with your arrows. So this is a pretty cool game. Probably for some people, this might get a little repetitive and boring, but Age of Calamity is pretty cool. Here's another 3D Pretty cool one here. So this is Bayonetta 1 and 2. So this one does include the Bayonetta full download and then Bayonetta 2, the physical copy. So pretty cool pickup there. Next up, Samurai Jack: The Battle Through Time. So this is a very cool cartoon style 3D hack and slash game. Definitely one that I recommend on the Switch if you like the hack and slash. Keeping the hacking and slashing going, we've got another 3D gem here. This is Poison Control. This is a NIS gem. I had the special edition of this, but sold it and decided to just keep my standard physical copy. But this is the contaminated edition, I guess. But another pretty cool hack and slasher by NIS on the Switch. Astral Chain. I've talked about this game a bunch. I feel like I've played through about 25 to 30% of this game. The premise is pretty cool. It's futuristic police force where you use these like aliens that you're tethered to in a way to combat other aliens. Somehow you're able to domesticate and make these ones docile and then get them to conform to you. But you have to kind of have like a special link. You have to strengthen your link to these beings. So they are called the Legion. This is a very cool story, very cool game, very cool artwork. I wouldn't say that this is like cell shaded, but just a very interesting take on the art style on this one. I love everything about Astral Chain. That's a good one. Here's another good one. Ys 8. This was one of my favorite hack and slash style games for a long time on the Switch. I just really loved everything about this game. This one is cool because it comes with a bunch of goodies. I think this one comes with a trading card. Yeah, it comes with the trading card, a map, some cool stuff, some stickers. So, yep, if you get a chance to check out Ys 8, definitely check it out. This is more of a hack and slash role-playing RPG game. Ringfit, of course. How could I have a 3D list without including Ringfit? I love everything about Ringfit Adventure. This game just motivates me to stay active and keep going and push myself to the limit to beat the bosses at the end of each level. So definitely stoked to have this one. This is a great 3D game that I would check out on the Switch. Here's one that might only tickle the fancy for a few folks, and this is Everfull. This is one of those deep, kind of intense storylines, kind of sad in a way. So this is probably more for the mature audience. I know it says E10, but this game kind of falls more in the line of Gris. If there was like a 3D version of Gris, it would probably be this game right here. So if you played Gris, you will probably like this game. Pretty interesting. It's like an open world platforming puzzle game. Pretty cool. Everfull. Check that one out. I played about halfway through this game and then just got tied up at one point and then just couldn't make it past to the next level. But Eall Origins, this one isn't like a true 3D. I mean, yes, it's 3D, but playing this game, you're going to kind of, it feels like you're playing the PSP when you play this game. Seriously, it has like PSP level graphics, but it's a cool game nonetheless. I would check that one out, Eall Origins. And then since we're sticking with Ys, might as well do Ys 9, right? Monstrum Knox, Packed Edition. I haven't played this one yet. Or maybe I did. I think I played a little bit of this one. This is kind of like the darker version of Ys 8. I prefer the feel of Ys 8 more than Ys 9, but this is still a cool one. Nice little 3D hack and slasher for you there. Here's a newer one. Aztek, Forgotten Gods. Pretty interesting one. Don't know much about this one. I pre-ordered this along when I pre-ordered something else from Limited Run, and this one came in. But see, battle through colossal forgotten gods and turn their power against them. Just combat gigantic creatures resembling deities. It has a really broad 3D open world art style to it. So this is a cool one, Aztek Forgotten Gods. This is one that I would look into. This is the type of game that I'm into. And then last but not least, when it comes to 3D, the one that I'm really excited about, Fist of the North Star, fitness boxing. This is sick. I gotta find some time to really dive into this one, but between this and Ring Fit, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be shredded by next summer because Fist of the North fitness boxing, this has to be a ton of fun. So I'm really stoked to get into this one. But that's my top 20 3D games. I don't have a ton of 3D games. To be honest with you, the bulk of my collection is made up of 2D games on the Switch, but I do have some 3D games that I picked up as well. But definitely recommend these here. Let me know if there are 3D games that I've missed. I'm sure I've missed a ton, because that's just not my specialty. But these are the ones that I have in my collection. Let me know what you've got in your collection. I am the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.